Imagine standing in your kitchen one morning, the light of the sunrise, spilling gently onto your counter, and right there next to the salt and pepper shakers lies an ingredient you've probably used 1,000 times, but never knew it might be the key to fighting diabetes, cleaning out your arteries, and protecting your heart. That ingredient is the humble red onion. Yes, the very one you might use to season a curry or top your salad. But here's what no one told you. When combined with a few specific ingredients and prepared the right way, this everyday kitchen item becomes a powerhouse of healing. And this isn't hype. This is grounded in real food science, rooted in the traditions of cultures that never needed pills to stay vibrant into their 80s and 90s. For a moment, think of someone you know, a parent, an uncle, maybe yourself, who struggles with blood sugar, who feels their energy fading faster each day, or who's heard the words "you're at risk" from their doctor. What if I told you that, instead of relying solely on synthetic solutions, there's a natural, delicious remedy that supports your body from the inside out? But I wanted to just tell you about it, show you exactly how to make it by the end of this video, and not with exaggerated claims or miracle promises. It's just the truth. Food is powerful. And when you give your body the right ingredients consistently, change happens. So I ask you to stay with me, because this isn't just another video. It could be the beginning of a new chapter in your life. One where you wake up with energy, with stable blood sugar, and with hope that no matter your age, whether you're 45, 70, or 89, it's never too late to feel better, move better, and live with dignity. The answer begins with a bulb, a spice, and a splash of oil, and the recipe is coming soon. Let me take you to a small rural town in the Mediterranean, where men and women live past 90 with clarity, strength, and steady blood pressure. Every morning, they gather around the table, slicing fresh onions, simmering them gently in olive oil, and adding golden turmeric, not because some ad told them to, but because their grandparents did it, and their bodies told them it worked. Now here's the truth. They didn't have the modern diseases we face today. Type 2 diabetes was rare. Heart attacks, even rarer. But here we are, in the modern world, flooded with medications, blood thinners, insulin pumps, and more, while that simple sits untouched in our pantry. Why? Because natural food remedies don't make billions? Because simple solutions don't have ad campaigns? But if you've ever questioned why, despite all your prescriptions, your blood sugar still swings wildly. If you've ever wondered why your cholesterol climbs, even though you try to eat right, then you already know something's missing. And that missing piece might just be the food you were never told to value. Not instead of medicine, but alongside it, guiding your body gently back toward balance. We not saying ditch your doctor, we saying support your doctor's work by giving your body tools that are safe, proven, and centuries old. Onions contain quercetin, a natural compound shown in real research to reduce inflammation and improve blood flow. Turmeric, when paired with black pepper, becomes a fierce anti-inflammatory ally. Olive oil, it's like a soft balm for your arteries. The science exists, but the story is buried. Well, today, we're digging it back up. And you will soon see how these ancient ingredients can become a modern weapon in your fight against disease. If you're tired of feeling ignored, if you want to reclaim your health with wisdom that's been tested by time, stay here. Don't click away, because by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to begin. No gimmicks, no supplements, just the real stuff. The kind your body will recognize like an old friend coming home. Close your eyes and picture this. A 70-year-old man named Farouk is hunched over slightly, hand trembling as he clutches the railing while climbing 3 steps into his house. His doctor told him his arteries were narrowing. His blood sugar was like a roller coaster, high in the morning, crashing by noon. Pills filled his shelf. He felt like a prisoner in his own home. But then, his daughter, who watches videos like this, introduced him to something simple. Not a powder, not a subscription plan. Just an old-school stovetop remedy using red onion, turmeric, olive oil, and a few natural boosters. He began cooking it 3 times a week, adding it to his breakfast, layering it on toast, spooning it into his lentils. And within 3 weeks, he noticed something. The dizziness faded. He didn't need his afternoon nap. His blood sugar readings became more stable. His follow-up doctor visit. The nurse raised an eyebrow at his blood pressure numbers. "What are you doing differently?" she asked. And Farouk smiled, because he knew. It was the pan, the oil, the onion. that daily ritual that wasn't a punishment but a pleasure. This isn't a fantasy, it's a pattern. People across the world are rediscovering the kitchen not just as a place to cook, but a place to heal. If you're watching this and thinking, but I'm too far gone, let me tell you something. Farouk thought that too. He had spent years on medications, years thinking this was just normal aging. But it wasn't aging. It was inflammation. It was blood vessels crying out for help. And what soothed them wasn't another pillet, was nature's gifts, simmered together and served with love. So if you've been told your arteries are clogged, if you feel sluggish, if you fear your next test results, pause, breathe. You have a choice. You can add this natural remedy into your life, gently, lovingly, consistently, and maybe, just maybe, you'll feel the change too. Just like Farouk did. Every day begins with choices: what to eat, what to skip, what to reach for when the hunger kicks in. And for many, especially after 45, those choices determine more than just your waistline. They decide your future. Will you need insulin? Will your nerves go numb? Will you wake up tired even after 8 hours of sleep? Diabetes doesn't arrive overnight. It creeps in with every soda, every processed snack, every skipped veggie. But here's the good news. Just as it builds in the kitchen, it can begin to fade there too. Imagine standing at your stove, not as a chore, but as a ritual of healing. You, your onions, the scent rich and earthy. You add turmeric, golden and glowing, a pinch of black pepper to unlock its power, and olive oil, the liquid gold that coats and soothes your arteries. That single act is not just cooking it as rebellion against a system that says you have no choice, because now you do. When you fuel your body with ingredients that stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, and cool the fire of inflammation, you're not dieting, you're defending. I hear you, and I'm helping. No more spikes that make you crash. No more cravings that control your decisions. This isn't magic hits metabolic science. The fiber in onions slows down glucose absorption. The curcumin in turmeric fights inflammatory signals that mess with insulin. And healthy fats from olive oil improve how your cells absorb sugar. Together, they reset the system. So whether you've been diabetic for years or just diagnosed, whether you're pre-diabetic or just concerned, this recipe isn't about trends. It's about taking back control. Because once you understand how deeply your food affects your hormones, your heart, your energy, everything changes. You begin to cook, not just to eat, but to heal. And it all starts with one bite, one choice. Let's take a journey inside your body in the morning you eat this simple onion. Picture it. You take a warm bite, the onion soft and caramelized, the turmeric fragrant, the olive oil wrapping it all together. As you chew, your body springs into action. The quercetin in the onion gets absorbed through your gut, traveling straight to your blood vessels. There it acts like a gentle fire extinguisher, calming the inflammation that's been silently damaging your artery walls for years. Your blood, once sluggish and sticky, begins to flow more freely. The turmeric's curcumin enters next, escorted into your bloodstream thanks to the pinch of black pepper you added. It moves like a healer, binding two enzymes that trigger pain, swelling, insulin resistance. Tells your body, it's okay now, you can stop attacking yourself. Then comes the olive oil's antioxidants, coat your blood vessels, soothing them, protecting them, feeding your heart the fats it truly needs. Your pancreas, often strained from years of poor food and stress, breathes easier, because the fibers and compounds in this mix help stabilize blood sugar without forcing insulin to overwork. And the best part, you feel it. You don't crash after breakfast. Your stomach feels satisfied, not stuffed, not bloated. Your brain clearer. Your energy lasts longer. That's what food can do when it's prepared with purpose. And here, S the key. It asks not just what it does once sit, S what it does over time. With each morning that you repeat this ritual, your body heals a little more. Arteries unclog a little more. Blood sugar stabilizes a little more. It's not about one meal, it's about momentum. And for our generation, the ones who've seen both old school traditions and modern medicine, we have the wisdom to blend both. This isn't a fad, it's a return to what works. So tomorrow morning when you heat your pan, know this. You're not just cooking breakfast. You're creating a new future one where your heart beats strong, your blood flows free, and your health is finally back in your hands. There is something powerful that happens when the right ingredients meet at the right time inside your body. It's not just about what each one does alone. It's about the transformation that happens when they combine. Red onion, turmeric, and olive oil, 3 ingredients your grandmother may have used without ever knowing the science behind them together, form a natural remedy that works like a healing team inside you. Think of it like this. Onion is the scout, the first line of defense, identifying and calming inflammation in your arteries and improving how your body handles sugar. Turmeric is the fireman, rushing in to cool the internal fires of chronic inflammation that silently damage your heart, pancreas, and circulation. And olive oil, that's the shield, wraps around your cells, defends your heart with healthy fats, and carries these healing compounds into your system more effectively. It's not a miracle, it's chemistry. When you combine quercetin from the onions with curcumin from the turmeric and healthy monounsaturated fats from olive oil, you create a synergy that makes your body respond in ways it hasn't in years. Blood flows easier. Blood sugar remains steadier. Inflammation, that enemy behind nearly every chronic condition, begins to retreat. And here's something doctors and scientists agree on. Small, consistent choices done daily matter more than anything. So if you've ever stood in your kitchen wondering what to make that one tea spike your sugar that will help your heart instead of hurt it, that you can enjoy without guilt, this is it. This trio doesn't just taste good, it feels good. Satisfies your hunger while nourishing your cells. It's easy to make, affordable, and rooted in generations of healing traditions. And if you're thinking, I'm not a cook, remember, you don't need to be. All it takes is 5 minutes, a skillet, and an intention to change your life, one meal at a time. Your healing doesn't need to come from a bottle. It can come from your stove. In this triple threat, onion, turmeric, olive oils, your new secret weapon. One of the biggest lies we've been sold is that healthy eating is hard, that it's complicated, time-consuming, expensive, and especially if you're over 60 or 70, it can feel like learning a new way to cook is just too much. But I'm here to tell you the truth. Healing your body can start with something as simple as heating a pan. Picture this. You wake up, still wearing your slippers, you turn on the stove, drizzle a tablespoon of olive oil into the pan, slice half a red onion, and listen to the sizzle as it hits the heat. You sprinkle in turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, maybe a splash of apple cider vinegar. You stir gently, letting the aroma fill the room. That's it. No fancy sauces, no food processors. Just you, your stove, and a handful of ingredients that work together like medicine. And you don't need to cook for hours or be a master in the kitchen. You just need to be consistent. Whether you're 45 or 85, you can do this. This recipe respects your time and your budget. More importantly, it respects your body. It gives your heart what it needs. It supports your blood sugar without shocks or crashes, and it brings your energy back gently, day by day. Too many people are stuck believing that change is impossible, that they're too old, too sick, too tired. But this simple shows the opposite. It says, you still have power. And once you taste it, feel it, experience the difference, it's no longer a chore. It becomes your ritual, your medicine, your moment of control. You can use it as a topping, a side dish, a flavor boost, or even the base of a meal. And every time you cook it, you're reminding your body that you care. Not with fear, but with food. Not with stress, but with simplicity. This isn't a new diet. It's a return to the wisdom of your own kitchen. It only takes 4 minutes. This is the moment where most health videos get quiet, but not this one. Because if you've had a heart scare, a bypass, or you're on medication for diabetes or cholesterol, you deserve more than silence. You deserve clarity, respect, and options. So let's talk truth. No, this onion turmeric remedy is not a replacement for your doctor, and it's not a miracle pill, but it can be a powerful companion. A tool that works alongside your medication to support your healing journey. Food has always had the power to change how your body responds, especially as we age. That power only grows more important. Your blood vessels may have scar tissue, your pancreas may be tired, your energy may not be what it once was. But healing is not off the table. When you eat this, you're not working against your meds, you're helping them do their job better. It's the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric, the cholesterol balancing compounds in olive oil, the blood sugar regulating power of red onion. They can all assist your body in ways no prescription can fully replace. Imagine this. Your doctor sees you again in 3 months. Your numbers are better. You're sleeping more deeply. Your walks are easier. And they ask, what changed? And you say, I just added a little healing to my plate. That moment is real. That change is possible, but only if you take the first step. Always consult your physician before making big changes. But know that food like this is gentle, nourishing, and science-backed. If you've had a heart issue, don't feel defeated. Don't give in to fear. Let this dish be your ally, your comfort, and your confidence. Because even with a diagnosis, even with medication, you are still in control of your kitchen. And from there, everything is possible. Let's be honest. Most of us have tried things that made big promises smoothies. Shakes diets and got nothing but disappointment. But when you eat this onion, you're not trying a trend. You're connecting with real ingredients that your body recognizes. And you might be wondering, what will I actually feel the first time I try it? Here's what many people report. After the first morning, they feel a little lighter, not in weight, but in how their body feels. The usual bloating, less the fogginess in their head. Clearing the roller coaster of energy that crashes by 11 a.m., gone. This isn't magic, it's biology. The fiber from the onion slows down the absorption of glucose, keeping your blood sugar steady. The turmeric calms the inflammation that causes pain in your joints, or that dull fatigue you thought was just normal aging. The olive oil delivers antioxidants that help your blood vessels relax and open up, improving your circulation from the inside. Within hours, you may notice your hunger is more stable. You're not reaching for snacks out of desperation. You feel more balanced. And if you keep going day 2, day 3, you start to notice the shifts that matter. Your digestion improves. Your sleep is more restful. Your morning stiffness fades. These aren't side effects. They're signs that your body is finally getting what it needs. This is what real food healing looks like. You don't need to feel everything all at once. You just need to feel something. Spark of energy, a breath that feels deeper, a confidence that maybe, just maybe, this time will be different. And it can be, because this isn't about restriction. It's about restoration. So tomorrow morning when you take your first bite, I want you to pause. Notice how it tastes. Notice how you feel. That's your body saying thank you. And that's just the beginning. If you're over 60, you've probably been told your best health days are behind you. That aches, fatigue, and prescriptions are just the price of getting older. But here's the truth. While your body may slow down, its ability to heal, to adapt, and to benefit from good nutrition is still very much alive. In fact, it might be more responsive now than ever before. Why? Because your body's needs are clearer. It tells you immediately when something helps and when it harms. And this remedy, this onion-based, is one of the most age-friendly recipes out there. No sharp spikes, no extreme detoxes. Just steady, nourishing ingredients that work with your aging body, not against it. The quercetin in onions helps reduce blood pressure and supports aging blood vessels. The turmeric soothes the chronic inflammation that becomes more common with age, from joints to arteries to the brain. The olive oil provides heart-healthy fats that help maintain mental clarity and emotional balance. And the beauty is, these ingredients don't lose effectiveness with age, they increase it. Because the more oxidative stress and inflammation you carry, the more your body responds to healing food. That means if you're 65 or 75 or even 90, this recipe can still work wonders. No, it's not about turning back the clock. It's about moving forward with strength, with vitality, with dignity. You don't need to become a fitness expert. You just need to stir a pan. And every time you do, you're telling your body, I'm not giving up. I'm still fighting. I still care. And the body listens. So if you're over 60, this isn't the end. It's a new beginning. And it starts with what you put on your plate. Let's step into your kitchen for a moment, not to judge, but to reveal a truth most people miss. You open the fridge, and there it is. Maybe it's that low-fat yogurt with the pretty label. The heart-healthy margarine you were told is better than butter. Or that bottle of salad dressing that claims it's made with olive oil. But if you flip it over and actually read the label, what do you see? Corn syrup, hydrogenated oils, added sugars, emulsifiers, and words you can't pronounce. This is the part no one tells you. The enemy of your health might not be what you re-eating occasionally It's what you re-eating every day, thinking it's safe. And if you're battling high blood sugar, artery problems, or early-stage heart disease, these ingredients aren't neutral. They're destructive. Inflame your system, damage your blood vessels, and mess with your body's ability to process glucose. But here's the good news: you don't need to make your kitchen perfect overnight. You just need to start replacing the problem with the solution. Instead of pouring that sugary dressing over your salad, top it with a scoop of your homemade onion. It's rich, it's flavorful, and it actually heals. Instead of cooking with vegetable oil, use extra virgin olive oil. Your heart will thank you. Instead of margarine, let go of the myth and go back to natural fats. The moment you remove just one harmful item from your daily diet and replace it with something nourishing, your body starts to respond. You're not too old. It's not too late. And your fridge doesn't need to be a trap. It can become a source of healing, but only if you open your eyes to what has been hiding in plain sight. So tonight, before bed, take a quiet moment. Open the fridge, look around, and ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? Then make one change. Swap one enemy for one ally. And soon that fridge becomes your pharmacy, a place of hope, not harm. Now picture this, just 7 days. That's all I'm asking for. 1 week of your life, a simple new habit in the morning. You don't need to give up your coffee or count calories. Just wake up, head to the kitchen, and prepare this healing each day, the same ritual, a little olive oil in the pan. Red onions sliced and simmered. Turmeric added gently. Pepper to activate it. Maybe a touch of apple cider vinegar. Stir slowly, inhale the aroma, and serve it with your breakfast over toast. With boiled eggs on the side of your lentils or oatmeal. And now the magic begins. Day 1. You'll notice the taste, first earthy, bold, comforting. Day 2. Your digestion feels a bit smoother. That heavy bloated feeling, not there. Day 3. You're not crashing mid-morning. Your energy holds steady. Day 4. Your blood sugar readings are a little lower, more stable. Your hands don't tremble when you're hungry. Day 5. Your mood feels lighter. You slept a bit deeper. Your joints ache a bit less getting out of bed. Day 6. You realize you haven't reached for snacks as often, and food cravings aren't controlling you anymore. Day 7. Something unexpected. You just feel more alive. You're walking taller. You're breathing deeper. You're remembering things more clearly. These changes may be subtle, but they're real. And they're powerful. And the best part is, this isn't a temporary fix. It's a foundation. After 7 days, you won't want to stop, because you finally tasted the difference between feeding and healing. And it didn't come in a bottle. It came from your own hands. Your own stove. Your own choice. So try it. Just 7 days. It's one simple step in the morning. That's all it takes to start becoming the person you've always wanted to be again. Have you ever picked up a food product labeled healthy, diabetic-friendly, or heart-smart only to find that it made you feel worse? If you're not alone, supermarkets are full of traps dressed in green packaging and buzzwords, granola bars loaded with sugar, whole-grain cereals laced with syrups, and yogurts with more carbs than a soda. The truth is, many of these so-called healthy foods are designed for profit, not for healing. And when you're 45, 60, or 80 years old and trying to take care of your health, these false promises are more than frustrating, they're dangerous. They spike your sugar. They keep your inflammation high. They mess with your metabolism. But the good news is, there's a better way. Because when you prepare your food at home like this healing, you know exactly what's going in your body. There are no secrets. No marketing tricks. It's just real ingredients with real benefits. Red onions loaded with quercetin to fight inflammation. It's turmeric, one of the most studied anti-inflammatories in the world. Olive oil rich in heart-loving fats. And guess what? No added sugars, no preservatives, no hidden chemicals. When you eat this, you're giving your body clarity, not confusion. So the next time you walk through the grocery store, don't be fooled by labels. Turn the package over. Read the ingredients. And ask yourself, would I put this in my own pan at home? If the answer is no, leave it behind. Come home, heat your skillet, and remind yourself that you don't need to chase convenience at the cost of your health. You just need to return to the basics. The kind of food your grandparents trusted. The kind that makes you feel stronger, not sicker. The kind that reminds you your health is your choice. Let me tell you something I've heard over and over since sharing this remedy. I didn't think it would work. From men in their 50s who felt too tired to work, to women in their 70s who thought they'd never feel light on their feet again, the stories have poured in. One man wrote, "I'm 68, diabetic for 12 years. I started this onion every morning. 2 weeks later, my sugar readings dropped for the first time in years without adding new meds. A woman named Samina, 74, messaged to say, I haven't walked without pain in years. But I noticed after 5 days my legs didn't feel as stiff. I'm walking again slow, but smiling. These aren't actors. These are real people, just like you. People who were tired of feeling sick and ignored. People who didn't want another pill, they wanted power over their life. They found it not in a factory, but in their kitchen. Oh, imagine your story. Imagine writing a comment on this video 2 weeks from now saying, I tried it. It worked. I feel better. I could be you. But only if you take the step. So only if you believe that healing doesn't always need to come in a box. You've seen what medications alone can and can't do. Now, it's time to try what nature has always offered. Real food, real change, real hope, because your story isn't over. And the next testimonial we read could have your name on it. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the life-changing, heart-healing, sugar-balancing that's been transforming lives around the world. And the beauty, it's so simple. So here's what you'll need. 1 red onion, thinly sliced, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, pinch of black pepper, and optionally, 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Now heat your skillet over medium heat. Add the olive oil. As it begins to shimmer, toss in the red onion. Stir gently for 3 to 4 minutes, letting it soften and begin to brown just slightly. Then sprinkle in the turmeric. Add your pinch of black pepper. It activates the curcumin in turmeric so your body absorbs it fully. Stir then. If you'd like, add the apple cider vinegar to brighten the flavor and boost its blood sugar, lowering benefits. Let it all cook for another minute or 2. What you're left with is not just food, it's medicine. You can eat it as a side with your morning eggs, as a topping on your toast, mixed into your soup, or even alongside your rice or grains. Try to eat it at least 3 times a week. If you can, eat it daily. And what you'll notice. A shift. Not in a week, not overnight, but soon. Your energy will rise, your numbers will level, and your hope will return. This is how healing begins, not with a bang. So go now. Open your kitchen. Prepare this with your own hands. Let the aroma fill your home. Let the flavor nourish your soul. And when you're done, leave a comment. Tell the world how it changed you. Because your story, your healing, your power, it starts with this recipe. It starts today.